For most of modern history, there was a number that meant you had won the game. A six-figure salary, $100,000 a year. It wasn't luxury, but it was safety, stability, dignity. It meant you could breathe. Today, that same number feels strangely small. In many parts of the world, earning $100,000 does not mean living well. It means budgeting carefully, postponing decisions, delaying life. This video is about the places where a $100,000 salary feels poor. Not emotionally, not comparatively, but structurally. Before we rank countries and cities, we need to break one illusion. A salary number means nothing by itself. What matters is what remains after reality takes its share. Taxes come first. In most developed countries, 30 to 40% disappears immediately. In the United States, $100,000 often becomes $65,000. In Canada, closer to $60,000. In Australia, roughly $68,000. That is your real income. Everything else is a headline. Next comes housing, the single largest cost in modern life. In many global cities, the average rent for a modest one-bedroom apartment now exceeds $2,500 a month. That is $30,000 a year. Gone. Not luxury housing, not premium neighborhoods, just normal. Already, nearly half your take-home pay has vanished. Transportation follows. Car payments, insurance, fuel, maintenance, public transit passes. Another $8,000 to $12,000 disappears quietly. Then healthcare. Even in countries with public systems, healthcare is never truly free. Premiums, copays, dental, vision, medication. Another silent drain. Food prices rise. Utilities rise. Insurance rises. What remains is not abundance. It is caution. This is why $100,000 feels poor in many places. Not because people are greedy, but because the math no longer works. This ranking is based on 5 factors: housing cost relative to income, tax burden, healthcare expenses, transportation cost, everyday living expenses, not luxury, not extreme cases, just ordinary life. We begin at the bottom of the ranking, places where $100,000 still provides comfort, but only barely. Rank 10, Germany, Munich, Frankfurt. Germany offers stability, strong infrastructure, reliable healthcare, worker protections. But cities like Munich and Frankfurt have become extremely expensive. Rent consumes a massive share of income. Taxes are high. Disposable income shrinks quickly. A $100,000 salary here feels stable but constrained. You are comfortable but careful. Security without excess. Rank 9, United Kingdom, London. London remains one of the most expensive cities on Earth. Housing costs are brutal. Transportation is costly. Taxes are significant. A 6-figure salary sounds impressive, but daily life feels tight. You rent longer. You delay ownership. You compromise space. You are not poor, but you are not free. Rank 8, Japan, Tokyo. Tokyo is efficient, safe, and orderly, but housing costs are high. Space is limited. Taxes and social contributions add up. A $100,000 salary allows stability, but not expansion. Life is comfortable, but modest. The margin for error is small. Rank 7, South Korea, Seoul. Seoul is modern and competitive. Housing prices are extreme. Education costs are relentless. Social pressure is constant. A 6-figure income feels respectable, but far from wealthy. Most of the income is already spoken for. The future feels planned, not flexible. Rank 6, France, Paris. Paris offers culture and healthcare, but housing costs dominate life. Taxes are high. Disposable income is limited. A $100,000 salary buys stability, not comfort. Time is protected. Money is not. Now we move into the zone where a $100,000 salary begins to feel poor. Not technically, but experientially. Rank 5, Canada, Toronto, Vancouver. Canada looks good on paper. Strong healthcare, safe cities, high quality of life. But housing costs have exploded. Rent and home prices are disconnected from income. $100,000 salary in Toronto or Vancouver often means renting indefinitely. Saving becomes difficult. Upward mobility slows. You are doing everything right and still falling behind. Rank 4, Australia, Sydney, Melbourne. Australia offers lifestyle and stability, but housing affordability has collapsed. A six-figure salary disappears into rent or mortgage payments. Cost of living rises faster than wages. You live well on weekends, but worry quietly during the week. Rank 3, United States, Seattle, Boston, Los Angeles. America rewards ambition, but punishes location. In major U.S. cities, a $100,000 salary feels fragile. Healthcare costs are unpredictable. Housing is expensive. Childcare is staggering. One unexpected expense can destabilize everything. The stress is not visible, but it is constant. Now we reach the top 2. Places where $100,000 does not feel like success at all. Rank 2, New York City. New York is opportunity, culture, energy, and relentless cost. Rent consumes income. Taxes stack. Everything costs more. A six-figure salary in New York often feels like survival with scenery. You live smaller, save less, work more. The city takes everything you earn and asks for more. Rank 1, San Francisco Bay Area. This is where the math completely breaks. Housing costs are extreme. Taxes are high. Everyday expenses are inflated. A $100,000 salary here is not middle class. It is precarious. Many six-figure earners live with roommates. Delay families, postpone stability. This is not a failure of individuals. It is a failure of structure. So what does this ranking really show? That income alone no longer defines class. Location does. A six-figure salary can mean comfort in one place and quiet struggle in another. The middle class was built on predictability, stable housing, manageable healthcare, affordable education. Those pillars are cracking. People are working harder, earning more, and feeling poorer. The uncomfortable truth is this. The system now rewards ownership, not income, assets, not effort, timing, not merit. Those who arrived earlier benefit. Those arriving now pay more for less. So the question is no longer, how much do you make? The real question is, where do you live? Because in many places, a $100,000 salary is no longer a victory. It is just enough to stay in the game. And once you see the math, you stop blaming yourself. Because the problem was never you. It was the numbers. If this ranking surprised you, it should. Because the story we were told no longer matches reality. And understanding that is the first step toward choosing differently.